Hello everyone, back to more games. No, Alcor, I have not played main character yet. I have it downloaded, but that's about it. Anyway, this is a tribute to the best game in the world, an RPG Maker development story. Okay, developed by Little Pau. I think this user has made some other games before, so I'm going to assume this is not his first project or her first project. Let's go. Hello world, this is you. You're just an ordinary indie game developer who works with RPG Maker. Except my bed isn't on the floor. You live a pretty ordinary life here in your own little house. You eat... excuse me, this is not a little house, this is a fucking huge house. Look at all this fucking empty space. Look at that toilet. It's a hell of a toilet. You eat, sleep, play video games, and work on your own RPG Maker games. You've released a future RPG Maker. Is this a self-insert story from the developer? You've released a future RPG Maker projects in the past, but they never really got much recognition. Wouldn't it be exciting if there was some way to get your games noticed? Yeah, make a good game. No then, wait and you go and check your mail and forum replies. Maybe someone has finally tested your RPG Maker skill. This is kind of... I'm hoping really hard this is not a self-insert for the author, because that's really not my thing. Oh my god, it totally is. Is that what you're frustrated about, Little Pau? Recognition? This is coming across a bit desperate, man. You really have to decide this. Okay, if this is the author, then just name him Little Pau and be done with it. If it's supposed to be a self-insert of the player... Shut up, Hunting Sun. If this is supposed to be a self-insert of, me, of the player, then why don't you let me make my own assumptions? You don't have to tell me what every single fucking thought I'm having. This is coming along as a bit whiny, I have to be honest. Okay, no. Fuck you. Fuck you with this. No, I refuse to skip on meals and being healthy and having my interest. Fuck that. Do you think this is a job? Using the bathroom and consume one entire day. Really? What's the bathroom supposed to do? Give you motivation? Yeah. Shut up, Alcorri. I don't want to hear you. Oh, this is a bit heavy on the front for a simulator game, which I guess is what it is. If this was made with a hint of humor, like using the toilet or eating takes the entire day, it will be funny. But it's just being dumped on you so seriously. It's kind of... Also, you are a fucking liar. The toilet does not consume a day. Then why did you previously say it did? Is that how you cope with the fact that you could not make a great game? Just make a simulator where the computer just says, yes, you made a great game. What happens if you don't save? Do you just constipate yourself? Is it going to tell me that every fucking single day? Motivation 3. Food. Sleep. Is 3 good? Is 3 bad? I don't fucking know. Yes. Nothing's happening. It's just the same fucking thing. I mean, the concept is okay, just that the fact that you spotted so much exposition just to get there, and for this little detail to happen meanwhile is kind of anticlimactic. Yeah, you don't have to repeat it every fucking time. The fuck? Really? I'm going to die over this? That was really lame. Okay. Where this game is failing very badly. This would have been a pretty fun game if it had taken itself a bit more lightly. The music doesn't change, there are no sound effects. This really needed polish, especially since the concept is so small. You have 4 points of action. You're meant to tell me that you could not spruce those up? Just more text and more text. It's just like, yeah, text. Do you really think I'm going to read that every time I click? In the same thing? Right, so I have to fucking... Oh, Jesus. There we go. It's a good war thing. Computer. Yeah. The fact that the passage of days does not have any sound or anything, it's really fucking weird. Like really, you have what? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of contact hitting the game. You could not spruce those up? Come on, man. Yeah. Oh no, but no, you give me a fucking sound. Jesus, this is going to be really fucking... Yeah. Well, not really very interesting, I have to say. I'm sure that some more stuff happens if you go to 0 in different places, but I can't be asked. It's the same thing. There's absolutely nothing else to this. Just have to keep up this rotation. I'm fucking done. %70 complete. Will I have enough? Oh yeah, I have enough. Fuck you. I'll just complete it. Yeah, I'm sure it is. If that's the game. Okay. Well, what can I say about this game? Best thing about it, it was short. That's about it. I mean, okay, I will be honest. Simulators like this, you have to really touch up, polish, so it feels good to do the grind. In this case, the best thing about it was that it was short, because I would have gotten sick of it otherwise. I was in the credits? The fuck was I in the credits for? What else can I say? A bit. I guess it was meant to be humorous, but it didn't connect a lot because the entire mood of the game was very samey. It was very static. The lack of sound variability put you in a very meh kind of the door sprite. Yeah, that's mine exactly. Put you in a very meh kind of thing. So what could you have done to make this game a bit better? Okay, for one, make interacting with the stuff in your house shut up, hush you. Making interaction with the 4 points on contact more interesting, not using the text, just overall with sound effects, animations, whatever. Shortening by a lot the introduction. Making the games of the having random events, for example, so that's entering expansion territory. Having random events during the day, some more HUDs like pop-ups saying the days other than just a plain text box. Just more polish overall. It's functional, but there's okay. Also, the payoff of the game is that there is no payoff. I guess the thing is that you can never make the best game in the world, which is fine. But overall, it just feels very. It feels like a very dull experience. I'm sorry. It's functional, so that's good. It has some attempts at humor. It didn't connect with me very well. Personally, I don't like games about simulation where they are okay. The thing about simulation games is that it's interesting when there's a lot of variables and a lot of stuff you can do. And here there were 4 things, and none of them had variable outcomes except dying, I guess. So it wasn't. I had even the game making process, so to speak. Raising the bar didn't give me anything. For example, in cool simulator games, which this one is not, there's random events, stuff that happens on a day-to-day basis, stuff like that. Alcorre says she likes the ending. Good for you, Alcorre. I can't say I agree. Not my thing. The attempts at humor that the game has fall a bit flat for me because overall the game has no set tone. So it starts as a very serious game, and yes, I am kind of whining even like, oh yes, nobody pays attention to my games. I want to make a game. Da, 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 da. I'm sorry, it falls a bit flat for me. It's functional, it's okay, but it's definitely not something I enjoy. So there's that. Anyway, moving on to the next game. I will see you guys there. Bye bye.